Hey, I've had this on my heart all day. I just hadn't made time to hop on, but I refuse to shut my eyes today without sharing kind of like what's been on my spirit. So if you happen to be here with me live, say hey. If you're catching the replay, do me a favor and type replay or say hey D. Either one will do so that I know that you were here, and I'll come back through and show you some love. So if you caught the title of this particular live, is I bet this is what's keeping you stuck, right? If you're here with me, do me a favor, say hey. Let me know that you're here. I know this is like an off hour for me to be going live, but I didn't want to shut my eyes tonight without sharing this. And so there's a word that's been on my like heart and like coming up for me in different spaces for the last like week or so. And I'm like, that's interesting. I've been paying attention to it, and I even had a conversation with a girlfriend today, and like the word kind of came up again. And so I'm like, there's definitely something there. And I know people who tend to listen to, my videos and subscribe to the information that I share about, quitting with confidence. And most times I'm talking about quitting like your 9 to 5, leaving a career that you've known for upwards of probably almost 2 decades to do something totally different, to pivot in your purpose, to break up with the status quo, to follow your heart, right? To find your joy again and do something that impacts others and adds value to a greater population for a bigger cause, using your natural gifts, talents, and abilities. But you also get to love and have joy in doing that thing, right? So, hey, Melissa, I'm typically talking about quitting in that sense, but I've started to really fuse in adding like the relationship piece to it too, because sometimes we find ourselves in relationships and we're in them, laboring in them well beyond the relationship's expiration date. So those are sometimes things that that's another thing that needs to be quit at some point as well, that we tend to hold on to longer than we are supposed to, longer than our divine purpose assignment in that season. So it's kind of the same thing, just a different lane, whether it's holding on to a job, holding on to a career well beyond your purpose assignment or its expiration date, right? Holding on to a relationship well beyond its time, well beyond its expiration date, right? So there's this word that's been coming up for me over the last couple of days that resonates with me like 1000%, is a reason why a lot of go-getters, right, the people that I'm here to serve, high achievers, making good money, killing the game in their own lane, but you're miserable, right? You're unfulfilled. You're going through the motions, kind of like doing this thing with one hand tied behind your back, and a blindfold on, and still making waves, right? But at the end of the day, there is something missing. Like your soul is weeping on the inside, but you get up every day, every week. You go do what needs to be done, because the job, the career, or the relationship is providing you some sense of safety and security. So you get up and you go do what you got to do, right? To continue to afford yourself the lifestyle or the image that it is that you want to present or project, or maybe even protect, right? And when I'm saying this, there's no judgment, because I've been there, done that, and got t-shirts, multiple, on both sides of the house, right? So I'm speaking not only from the stance of having supported my clients through some of these things, but having lived them myself. And so I say all that to say, one of the things that keeps us stuck in places and spaces that we've outgrown, places and spaces well beyond their expiration date, is ego. It's just 3 simple letters, right? One little short word, but it packs a punch, right? And it can feel like a gut punch at some point, right? Because it's like when you think about your ego, like your ego will say, I'm making good money. I can't let this go. I can't not have this. I can't not tout this. I can't leave this relationship, right? I haven't gotten my ring yet. I have to go through with this wedding because it's all of this money invested. You know, I can't stand to be embarrassed. I can't let my family down. You know, I can't leave the six-figure corporate career or government career and go start a business selling puzzles if that's where the Lord leads you and that's where your purpose is assigned, right? I can't do that thing because all of it, that's ego. It's ego, 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 ego. And so I know it hit me kind of like in the neck every time it's kind of come up, and just the word had me just pondering like, well, where has my ego, you know, been showing up? So I've taken this one personal as well, but I know this is something that I'm supposed to share with my people, right? Because we're going places, and there's some things that we have to shed, and shed quickly, right, in real time. While we're on this journey, because there's some things that we cannot afford, that just cannot go where we're going. And until we shed them, until we let them go, we're going to slow down the process, right? Because it's dead weight that we're carrying. We cannot take it where we're going. And so until we catch the lesson, until we get hip to what really is happening in real time, what's really in our own way, until we get hip to like why we really feel stuck, like the thing that's keeping us stuck. Because a lot of times I'll ask my clients or prospective clients, well, like what's keeping you stuck? It's like, I don't know. It's me. I'm in my own way, right? And it's just like, okay, well, in what way? Tell me more. It's just like, I don't know. I just can't figure it out, right? But it's the ego stuff a lot of times. Sometimes it's other things, but when you peel back the onion, it's really ego. It's ego and a lack of faith in what's possible. And so I just want to share that to enlighten and impart and challenge, and also bring you into the fold to be the company to my, I won't say misery, but even my own evolution and my growth, because I know where I'm going. Like my ego is no longer serving me. Like I've had to shed some things and make some adjustments. And so I say that proudly. It can be a hard pill to swallow, but somebody's got to do it. Somebody's got to do it, because I know God's not done with me yet. There's some things that I have to still accomplish, some boxes I have to check, and with my the ego can't go, because in this season it's not about me. And I know the people that I am divinely that are divinely assigned to me, you got places to go to, you got things to do, you got purpose assignments, and there are people waiting for you to show up in the places and spaces like where they are, so that they can hear you, they can see you, and they can grow and receive whatever it is that, you know, you are divinely assigned to impart, share, give, or do for them. And so until you, like me, get hip to the expanded self-awareness of like, okay, wait a minute, like, am I here for kicks and giggles? Am I still running in place, you know, just because it looks good, because I feel like I'm supposed to, just because I've worked so hard to get here? How dare me walk away and let all of this stuff go? It's ego, right? You're there, you've been there. It's a purpose assignment, right? It's been a purpose assignment all along. So the question is, how long ago did you complete the assignment, right? How long have you been done? Like, you're still taking the test that's already been submitted and graded, and you're still sitting in the desk. Like, when are you going to move to the next class? When are you going to take on the next test? You're still there, right? So until we get a grip on this ego thing, and I say we because I'm a part of the collective. This is not a finger wagging session. It's a we. But like, there's no go getter left behind. Like, I'm here for my people, and like I said earlier, I could not rest my eyes. I could not close my eyes tonight without sharing that. And today has been like an emotionally taxing day for me. I received some news. I was made aware of some news that is just heartbreaking. That's just heart-wrenching. And so I don't even know how I look like whatever I look like right now. Somehow, some way, I'm showing up on this live looking halfway decent. If I have to say so myself, but I don't look like what I've been through today. But yet and still, I because this is purpose work, and I'm not only here on purpose, but it's in purpose for me. You know, I know there's someone there, at least one, that needs to hear what was downloaded in me, and what has been pressing me for the last couple of days and causing me to look inward, to shed a layer of skin that like I've outgrown. Like it's go time, it's grow time. And so here we are. So if that, spoke to you, if that was for you, just do me a favor and let me know. Like when y'all let me know, like, hey, I hear you, I've been hearing you. Hey, that was for me. It definitely charges my battery and gives me, a little bit more steam to like keep going. It's real out here, y'all. But even if no one confirmed for me, I know that it is not just for me. I know that it is for someone. So it's fine too. If you happen to be here with me live, hey, Melissa, I see you. Yes, sis, yes. Thank you so much for your prayers. I appreciate you. Love you to life. If you happen to catch the replay, do me a favor. Say replay. You say, hey, D, whatever you want to say. Just let me know that you were here, and I'll come back and show you some love. I'll see y'all next time.